prepare to race onto the field. Everything is riding on this football game. So there's a special intensity, a special urgency. Here come the Volunteers. Wherever you listen throughout the world, it's football time in Tennessee.
Welcome to the Talkin Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley, dropping a second video for the day. Just wanted to give you guys a little update. This could be something, could be nothing, but I just want to give you a name to keep an eye on in the transfer portal. Tennessee could kick the tires, see if this guy has interest, but we'll get into that in just a second. As always, do me a favor, guys. Go ahead and smash that like button just below the video. Just press that little thumbs up. Helps the channel, plays into the analytics. It sends this video out to more Tennessee fans, and that's what we want here. We want to build a giant network, a community of Tennessee football fans, and that's what we are. We're just four dudes that love the Vols. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We're just like you. Also, if you're new here, welcome. Go ahead and smash that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Click the bell for notifications so you don't miss out when we go live or when we drop new content. We will be doing a live stream. We're going to be watching the 98 National Championship game on Friday, May the 28th at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So I hope you'll join us and tune in for that. Should be a lot of fun on air with the band back together, all four of us. So let's get into it. Let's get into the news again. Could be something, could be nothing. What I want to take a look at is the fact that Kansas football's Marcus Harris has entered his name into the transfer portal. So let's take a look at the article here. It says one of the top young Kansas football players, and arguably, I see this researching this kid's name. I see this all over. This seems to be the ongoing theme. The program's most productive player from 2020. He will be looking for a new spot to finish out his college career. On Wednesday, Marcus Harris's name appeared in the portal, so a source told 24/7 Sports. He was part of the Les Miles recruiting class in 2019. Now it goes on to talk about this, where he's ranked, where he was as a player coming out of high school. And that's the thing. When you look at this across the board, we're talking about a guy who they just called possibly the most productive player on this Kansas football team. So when you start talking about whether or not Tennessee should pursue this guy, whether or not they should go down this road and look to add another player, because when you look at the numbers game right now, I think they are full as far as being able to take any more transfers. So you can continue to add guys, but you're going to lose guys from the 22 recruiting class. So is it worth it to go down this road? Because when you look at Marcus Harris coming out of high school, 24/7 Sports had him as a 3-star. I think Rivals.com had him as a 2-star. So not a lot of hype. And when you look at this article, he was ranked 101, the 101st ranked overall strong side defensive end in his class. Look at his list of offers here. Liberty, Troy, Tulane, Washington State, and then he eventually settled on Kansas. That list of offers doesn't scream a guy that you want Tennessee to go get. It's not like you're seeing an Alabama and a Georgia, Michigan, Ohio State, big-time football programs. But I think there's more to be said with his production on the field compared to his star rating coming out of high school. And that's something we talked about when we looked at the kid from Michigan, the linebacker, 5-star, coming out of high school. Tons of hype. Number 1 ranked linebacker in the country. For whatever reason, things didn't work out at Michigan. It doesn't seem Tennessee is willing to take a chance on Anthony Jordan. I wish that kid the best. Super nice kid to talk to, but it doesn't seem that Tennessee wants to take a chance there. So are they going to be interested in taking a chance on Marcus Harris? Let's go ahead and read what he did. He was a redshirt freshman in 2019, so he only appeared in 2 games. But he emerged as the face of the Kansas front 7 in 2020. 27 tackles, team best 7.5 tackles per loss, also forced a fumble and recovered another. I think you look at Coach Rodney Garner, known to develop talent. This is the type of player that can make an impact. When you read the rest of the article here, it talks about a certain relationship, a certain player that also entered the transfer portal out of Kansas, and that's Dejon Terry, who is now at the University of Tennessee, big defensive tackle. Made a video on him, I guess it was last week. Watch some of the coaches at Kansas kind of break down his game and talk about what he does. Well, there was another player they were talking about at the same time. And it kind of entered my mind because they kept hyping up Marcus Harris along with Dejon Terry. Talked about how they complement each other on and off the field. When you read the rest of this article here, it talks about Dejon Terry, who started games at the defensive tackle spot, posted 2 sacks in 2020, and also entered the portal. But it says Terry's particularly of note in this case, given his close friendship with Harris and the fact that the two have even been roommates. Terry goes on to say, we've got a brother-like relationship. We push each other to do better. We critique each other on things so that we can do better. That has helped us get better and better each week as we go on. Harris agreed and said, that's my brother. We built a great bond over the past 2 years that I've been here. So Marcus Harris and Dejon Terry, not only do they complement each other on the field of play, they're former roommates. They seem to be pretty tight. Did Dejon Terry show up in Knoxville and give his former roommate a call? Where does Tennessee fit into this mix? Does Marcus Harris want to get developed for the league? Because, again, I can think of no better coach. What coach in the SEC is known to put defensive linemen into the league? That is one Rodney Garner. According to Austin Price, Brent Hubbs at VAWLS.com, it sounds like Tennessee is going to have interest here. But the thing to keep an eye on is, does Marcus Harris have interest in Tennessee? When you go to 24/7 Sports, they're already showing a crystal ball for the transfer portal to Auburn. So we'll keep an eye on it and see how that shakes out. But again, relationship with Dejon Terry, tight relationship. Not a lot of hype coming out of high school, but he was a 2020 academic all Big 12 football first teamer. Again, just to run down the stats for 2020. Led the team with 7.5 tackles for loss, had 27 tackles from that defensive end spot, forced fumble recovery. But when I look across the board, when I look at everything, doing research on Marcus Harris, one thing is just seems to be talked about no matter where you look, and that is that Marcus Harris was the best player on that front seven for Kansas. So I think he would be a good fit here. I think he would be a good addition here. I just think it's going to come down to whether or not he wants to play at Tennessee. So we'll see how it shakes out. We'll keep you guys up to date. That's going to wrap it up for this video. Make sure you leave me a comment. Let me know, where do you sit with Marcus Harris? Welcome aboard. Are you all in? Or are you one of these cats that are constantly looking at star rankings coming out of high school? Because I think the production is there for last season. The production is there. This kid's got some talent. Rodney Garner can develop him. We'll see how it shakes out. I'll keep you guys up to date. Also, make sure you check out the official merchandise of the Talkin Vols Network. You can go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin Vols. The link to that is also in the description, but we've got the new Egghead 2.0 shirts. Got all 4 of us. The band is going to be back together again on the 28th, watching that national championship game. We've also got Ball Hoops merch if you're interested in that. Nice, clean logo. And then my favorite, the Talkin Vols State Pride merchandise as well. And then just the old school logo merch, and even have coffee mugs. So check it out, guys. The link to that is in the description below. We appreciate all the support, all you guys showing up in the comments. Been a lot of fun. We will continue to pump out as much content as possible. But again, that's going to wrap it up for this one. Make sure you smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. This is the Talkin Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.
The songs howl like we poets sat in our chains, soaking moonlit falls, unbroken past this inundated and